Welcome to Stuck in Vermont, brought to you by 7 Days and sponsored by New England Federal Credit Union. My name's Ava Solberger. Today we are in Weybridge at the UVM Morgan Horse Farm.
Fire!
It's the second annual Cavalry Day, and today we're going back in time to the Civil War when the Morgan horse was king.
Saber!
We're here at the Morgan Horse Farm, sort of telling the story of the Morgan breed and also first Vermont Company K.
The Morgan horse was the remount horse for the United States Cavalry.
It's important for Vermont. This is who we are. And I think it's important for children to learn about it as well.
How they fought in the Civil War and how they used the horses.
Lots of history questions coming up about the Civil War and lessons to be learned.
The Morgan horse is Vermont's state animal. The breed was really developed and bred in Vermont, so it's a great made in Vermont product. And so they've been here, they helped to clear the lands, made Vermont the agricultural state that it is. Its history is very entrenched in the state's history, so it's an important part of who we are.
Okay, Tawny, you ready? And the Morgan horse was it was recognized as a horse that went incredibly long distances on little food. The horses would just take care of their riders. Fire!
So we're sort of telling the story of the first Vermont Cavalry Company K, wearing the same clothes that they would have been wearing, tacking our horses up with the same exact tack. Some of our saddles are even originals, circa 1863.
What the cavalry did as part of their drill, how they fought, kind of a day in the life of a cavalryman.
Well, you should actually get to see us drawing sabers. We will also put some cabbages on some posts and try to slash those, and it is great fun.
It's a big challenge to do some of this stuff. I mean, cavalry training isn't that hard, but it does require focus, concentration, and work, and fabulous horsemanship. It's all about horsemanship.
It is the oldest continuous Morgan horse breeding program in the country. It's a working farm of 40 horses. Our main mission is to perpetuate the Morgan horse and educate the public on its many virtues and the joys of being around horses and what they can offer.
Sexton is a cutie.
He's a veteran, but when he gets in a saber melee, he is the happiest horse. His ears perk up, he gets fast, he forgets about his joint pain and just charges in there. We're gonna try to ride Saxton for the first time ever with a saber.
Parker's the boss at home.
The fact of the matter is we're having fun, so a lot of times they're having fun.
This is an 1858 pattern.
The spectacular thing today is I saw people here that I had never seen here before, so all ages. People that had been in wars. There were people with Air Force hats and Navy hats and people that were celebrating the military and celebrating the history of Vermont, and there were a lot of kids that were really excited about it too.
He's soft. He's just getting his winter fur.
I think you've been to the Morgan Horse Farm when you were a young girl, right?
I brought my daughter and her sister here when they were just little to the Morgan Horse Farm.
We're from Canada.
So.
Fire! Fall back 5 paces.
Seeing it and hearing the gunshots live is very different than watching it in a movie or reading a book about it.
So we usually go by historical interpreter. We're just trying to educate ourselves and also educate the public.
I've been doing this for about 25, 28 years. I do it to kind of remind people of what happened in the past, because when we start to forget our past is when we are destined to repeat it.
You can see Company K next October 5th at Fort Ticonderoga, and we will get stuck in Vermont with you again real soon. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Sign up for our weekly email alerts. That's all.
We are looking for recruits, horsemen who are interested in history, horses, firearms, travel, camping, camaraderie.
In a lot of the photos and whatnot, they would have had their top button done. And it didn't matter if they had their other buttons done, but it was a sign of having your stuff together.
There's definitely ghost stories surrounding the Morgan Horse Farm, and there's a couple people that have had some encounters.